today's vlog is going to be a tad different. Think of it as like an in-depth why I do the things that I do, kind of like my teacher moves, but also the small things that I think are mundane are the things that I do to create a welcoming environment in my classroom, one that is run by students and guided by the teacher. I just want to put a disclaimer that these things that I'm sharing, they're not the right things. I'm just sharing them because I feel like as a new teacher coming in, you want to see all the little daily things that teachers do that don't really get talked about very often. I think it's also a great way to share different ideas for other teachers that are maybe just stuck or maybe just need new ideas. And if you have anything down below, any teacher moves that work for you and that you want to share with the community, comment them down below. Obviously intentional, gotta start with coffee. This just helps me get energized. So this is gonna be a more chatty vlog. I'm not really gonna be sharing what I'm doing during the day with the students. If you guys are new here, my name is Kathy. I am a fifth grade teacher here in San Diego, California. My student teaching got cut short during COVID. So I was a COVID student teacher, and then a few months later, got hired to teach online and then went in person. And then since then, I've been teaching 4th grade and then now 5th grade. So first things first, I always have a morning slide. I get this done the day before because then I can come in and not have to worry about what's my question of the day, yada yada. Today's Tuesday, January 21st. It's the day back from the holiday. So I'm gonna go ahead and just display it on my screen. Just like that. The next thing I do right away is turn off all of my lights. I always have my blinds open because I love natural lighting, and I always have some type of low lights in here. I think this creates a slow, calm environment when kids come in. Every single morning, the lights are down low just like this. And my students know whenever the lights are on, it is time to learn, it is time to focus. It might be independent, it might be whole group time. Anytime it's the morning through morning meeting, we have these on. And then right whenever we're about to start our morning work and going over it, I have a student job. He comes over and he just switches on all of the lights. So I'll say lights, camera, action. Student comes over, switches on all the lights. It changes up the vibe a little bit. Now it's time to get into our chairs, time to get into gear and focus. At the beginning of the week, I always place our spelling packet for the week and our morning work for the week at the front table, or my kidney table. This is another teacher move just because it means it's a central spot every single time. Students know exactly where they can find their work for the morning. They go hang up their backpack, they walk to their seats, they grab their work, and then they get started right away. Another thing about my morning slides is I try to keep it as simple as possible, very clear text, because for example, if you're presenting something to a group of people and you have slides up, you want things to be simple, concise, and straight to the point. If you have bullet points, you want it to be short and sweet. Whole sentence is just too much. Kids just stop reading it. They don't want to read it. So very simple, hang up your backpack. Morning work day 2. May do, read, draw, spelling packet. Reminders, voice level 1, every single day. Student shout out, we have one every week. The special for the day, a question of the day, and then the date. That is it. I have a student that comes up once we circle up at morning meeting that reads off this slide to all of the students, just something that we do every single morning. So even if students can't read it or didn't get the chance to read it, they have a chance to hear it and see it whenever they meet with us down at morning meeting. If I'm filming during the day, I'm probably just gonna add text over the screen of the purpose of what I'm doing something for. Another way I set the vibe in the classroom is with music. So outside of doing like the low lights in the morning, I have a playlist that I usually play in the morning. Sorry, these are Indy's favorite bedtime stories or just stories to listen to in general. Let's do some lo-fi morning. Good morning, Shania. Good morning, Mariah. Nice job, Mariah, going to grab her morning work and spelling packet. Thank you, Andy, for doing the same thing. Good job, nice job. Slow down and read loud, okay? Because we're trying to understand you too.
Student shout out to Annabella. Today's special is music, and the question of the day is, what's your weekend? Let's go.
Okay, what was the question of the day, you guys?
Weekend.
Yes, how was your weekend? And let's... Let's give group 1 a point. They are ready. Thank you, Zoe. Your morning work is out. You're ready to get started. Check your answers. Group 2 can have a point. Their morning work is out. Okay, find a seat. All right, awesome. Number 1, read it off, Jenny.
Brittany wants to buy 2 shirts that are
Why come back there?
My kids just got done with their reading jots, as you guys saw, and some days I'll say, okay, you can go get a piece of candy once I've checked over your jot, or some days I'll just say no candy today. It just kind of depends. I just like to reward them for working really hard, but it's always like a surprise. I know I'm not like vlogging my day at all, but it has been a crazy, chaotic day, very fidgety, very high energy. It's back from the 3-day weekend. And then we also had some student teachers come in and like observe during ELA, so a lot of different adults coming in. They did a really great job for that. Another teacher move that I was not able to explain at the end of the day was table points. So basically at the very end of the day when I say it's time to clean up, I'm looking around. I'm actually walking around, looking around at desks, tables, floors, if they're doing their class job. I kind of just stand over here as the kids are cleaning up, and then I'm like, ooh, I just saw table 2 helping clean up the floor. I saw table 3, and then I'm just doing points, and then, you know, everybody starts working together. They say, hurry, hurry, pick that up off the floor, go get that. And they work as a team. So by the end of it, we actually had 2 teams that were tied, and they both got to get a piece of candy from me, and they work really, really hard at the end of the day. We have class jobs to clean up the library, so people go do that. I say the kitchen area needs to be clean, floors are picked up, people who help. If people are helping clean up the classroom, I give that group a point as well. So things like that help out with just the community and working together as a team. I've talked about this a lot before, but I do have a student shout out. That is someone who is working towards just being a student shout out. The students pick who the next student shout out is. We do one every 2 weeks or so. The student gets to get a poster with their bunch of compliments on it. They get to sit here at the back table with a couple of their friends, and they get to pick out a nice pen. So we're actually going to vote tomorrow. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I missed today just because it was a very busy day. It was just one of those days. Comment down below any of your teacher moves that you're like, this works, you should try it out, so people can get some ideas. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of new style of video. Let me know if you want to see anything else in the classroom, or if you want me to explain anything else.